Hi, I'm Rebecca St. James, and you're watching Breathecast.com. Keep it right here. I have a new album coming out here in a little bit, just a few weeks, and it's called I Will Praise You. And it's a worship album, and it just feels very right for me having a worship album come out at this time in my life. I started out singing worship. My first album came out when I was 13. And then every single album of mine, like 8 albums since then, has had a worship element. And this album to be fully dedicated to worship and be very vertical in nature, but also have, you know, topics of grace and beauty and the kindness of God, freedom from fear, all these kind of topics mixed in with the vertical nature of the songs. It just is very congruent with my heart. There's just been a peace on this whole process making this album, and I really hope that people encounter God's love and are able to respond to it through the music. The title track of my new album, I Will Praise You, is really, really special to me because it talks about praising God in the midst of challenging circumstances in our lives. Kind of that whole idea of, Lord, I will bless your name and praise you no matter what. And I went through a time in my life, you know, I'm engaged to be married here really soon, but I went through a time in my life as a single young woman where I was just feeling like God was, you know, calling me to trust Him with that part of my life, and the fact that I was like lonely and like wanting to be married but not married yet, and to really give over the reins of that part of my life that was so vulnerable, you know, to Him, and just trust His heart for me no matter what. And so it's that idea of like praising God in the midst of challenges, you know, whether you're on the mountaintop and life is wonderful and easy, or whether you're in the valley, you know, worshiping Him at every turn. And that's a challenge, but I think something that is beautiful and wonderful, and God brings so much peace as we worship Him. One of the songs on this new album, I Will Praise You, that's really super meaningful to me is a song called Shine Your Glory Down. And this song is actually the first single on the album, and I'm really glad that it is, because it really talks about us being the light of the world. That we're called to be the light of the world because Jesus shines through us when we're His. And I go to a really great church in LA. I moved to California a couple of years ago, and God was opening up doors and has continued to in the film department as well as with music. And so I've been doing some acting, but you know, living in California, I have a wonderful church, and every week our pastor talks about being on a mission for God. And like, I leave church just going, man, I'm so excited about being a light in the darkness in this world. And so this song really represents that, and just saying, God, shine through me, shine your glory down through me. Let people, you know, see this Jesus glow when they encounter my life. My plans for 2011 are, well, there's a lot of them actually, a lot of plans, and definitely, you know, seeking most to just take one day at a time and like really trust God with each day, you know, and that's definitely a mandate that's very biblical, to like not worry about tomorrow, but just like really trust God with today. But there's so much going on in my life, so I'm doing shows actually, you know, like 3 shows probably every week or 2, and then I have an album coming out beginning of April. I'm getting married not too far after that, and then, which is so massive and exciting, so we're preparing for that right now. And then later this year I have a book coming out called What Is He Thinking, about dating. Also have a movie coming out here real soon called Suing the Devil, and then another movie called Frontier Boys. So there's just a lot going on, and really just, you know, wanting to trust God in the process and take joy in the adventure. If you would like to find out about information about what I'm up to, you can check out some of my music and upcoming shows on rsjames.com, or else go to Rebecca St. James on Facebook, and we can keep you informed. We have a Twitter as well. But if you also want to find out more about the music and purchase music, check out your local Christian bookstore. I encourage you to head there, and hope to see you at a show sometime soon. Hi Breathecast viewers, I'm Rebecca St. James, and I just want to share a little verse with you out of 2 Corinthians, and it says, "And we who with unveiled faces all reflect the Lord's glory are being transformed into His likeness." And I just love that idea that like God unveils our faces and just brings light to our eyes when He's transforming us into His glorious people. And so I just want to encourage you today just to spend time with God and let Him transform your life so that you can have an unveiled, radiant face. See you soon.